In today's video, we're gonna be talking about the best ultralight backpack. This is factual, this is not my opinion. This has been stated by many people out there. Just kidding, this is my opinion, but I do think it is the right opinion. We're gonna be talking about the best ultralight backpack that you can get your hands on right now. We're gonna talk about what makes it the best ultralight backpack, and you're gonna wanna stay tuned to make sure that your backpack has a lot of these same features, or you may wanna upgrade. Hey, if you're new to the channel, we are Outdoor Vitals. My name is Tayson Whitaker, I'm the founder here, and we are all about getting you out on the trail more comfortably and more confidently so you can live a life full of adventure. If you're interested in that, make sure you're subscribed and click the bell notification down below so you can be notified when we put out new videos. Let's dive right in to the best ultralight backpack. Again, this is not opinion, this is factual. So in order for you to understand what got us to the point of the best ultralight backpack, I'm gonna take you through a couple of packs and things that I like and didn't like, kind of my journey through this area, starting with my first backpack. Yes, this was an ultralight pack to me. I think this is like nearly a 4-pound pack, but this is an Osprey Atmos 50. This was a solid pack. I loved so much about this pack. In fact, I have a lot to thank Osprey for as far as really getting me into this space and loving backpacking and just changing my paradigm about how things can be comfortable on the trail. The things that I really liked about this backpack was it was extremely comfortable. The harness system was very comfortable. The way that it distributed the load was very comfortable, especially these hip pads. The air mesh system, I liked the idea of it because I'm a big time sweater, but I didn't fall in love with it by any means, but it was pretty comfortable. Those were definitely some of my favorite things about the pack, as well as some of the adjustments. All right, so a couple of things I didn't love about this pack was, one, it wasn't that strong. Like, it had a lot of give in it, but mainly it boiled down to durability for me. Right here, my brother bought the same pack at the same time. His frame is showing all through here. You can see right here, I walked under a tree once and ripped holes right through this fabric. It was just not nearly durable enough, and so I went on to the next pack. So the next pack actually has the best logo of all time. Yeah, not really. I designed that logo, and I'm not a logo designer, so never let me design your logo. Somehow, even though we had this logo, the pack still sold. We sold a lot of these packs, and some of my favorite things about this was it was a super rugged pack. This was a backpack that you could just beat up, tarnish, and it still worked extremely well. Definitely my favorite features about the pack were, one, the accessibility, and this was also the feedback we got, was this right here, being able to get into the pack so easy, get all the way to the bottom, pull your stuff out. Things like that were absolutely the favorites of this pack, was accessibility. But definitely the biggest con of this backpack was it was way too heavy. We're an ultralight backpack company. Why did we have a almost nearly 5-pound backpack? So this thing got X'd. So then I got into the weight category a lot, and I went around and I compared a lot of packs, and the one that I was most interested in and liked the most was this Gossamer Gear backpack right here. There's a lot of things to really like about this pack. One, it's very light, it's sub 2 pounds. You've got these big pocketing systems, which were kind of fun to play around with, and then you could kind of raise and lower this, and there was just things that were fun and that I definitely liked about this pack. Fabric-wise, it did use a lot of good fabrics. It uses this Robic fabric. I like that, but it was just a plain ripstop Robic, so solid. I would say a solid fabric, but not as good as some of those things that you've seen out there. The biggest cons to me were the fact that there was no way to get into the pack. Some of these pockets forced you to use it in a certain way, and I didn't always want to use it the way that the pocketing system forced me. And then the big one for me was this frame height. I mean, this frame height is so small. And I'm not gonna show you this today, but I have some hunting packs, some packs that are designed to carry heavier loads. And I know a lot about frames from using those. When you have a frame this short, it's not gonna do much for you. It's not gonna transfer the load like you want it to. It's not gonna take it off your shoulders and put it to your hips. And there's like look at these angles. Like, the frame is gonna stop right here, but this goes up above that a little bit, and there's no way to get like a good load lift off of your shoulders. So that was the biggest cons with this backpack for me. So as you can kind of tell from the backpacks that I've put in the lineup here, I'm not someone who loves those duffel bags that you put on your backpack. Yes, there are a lot of backpacks out there that are like 1.5 pounds to 1 pound. Some that are frameless, some that are, I mean, they're basically tubes of fabric on your back. They're not much different than a duffel bag on your back, right? And that's just not me. A backpack has a lot of function, has a lot of features. There's a lot of things that can go right in a backpack that can be a lot more useful to you. And that's, as you can see, the backpacks that I've chosen in the past here and worked through, those have always been important to me. All those things led us up to finally where we got today, which is Well, I'll show you next. All right, so before I show you the best ultralight backpack out there in history ever made, all of that stuff, I just did want to put in a quick note that just says, I like all of those backpacks and brands that I showed you before. I would never hit on them or anything like that. Those are great packs. If you own one, good on you. Those are good packs. And even that weird one with the weird owl face thing on it, yeah, that's an okay one too. Anyways, let's show you the best ultralight backpack. Boom! This is the Shadowlight. We just released this. It just got on the website. Hundreds and hundreds of you guys pre-ordered this thing. We are shipping them out and we're stoked about it. This is now on the website, and yes, there's a couple special deals on it. If you want to check out the link, it's below. But what the heck makes this thing the best ultralight pack? The biggest thing, I don't even know where to start. There's so many great features. So let's start with some of the uses of this pack. Number one, and something you never see in an ultralight pack, it seems like, is the ability to open this pack up. You can run these zippers, you can get stuff out of the bottom of your pack, you can run them back up. They stay extremely well protected because when there's anything in these, this zipper just never touches the dirt. It's just a phenomenal design, giving you quick access in here. When you look on the side of the pack, right here, you've got your big area for your smart water bottles, you've got your area right here to tuck stuff, and all of these have built-in volume. So you can, when you stuff this, it doesn't take it out of the middle and vice versa. You've got two massive areas to stuff wet gear, tents, things like that. You can fit a full 2-person tent in one side of these. I've done it multiple times. Function-wise, you're able to actually strap things to the side. You also have the ability to put trekking poles or ice axes right here. You've got adjustment right here, so you can strap, you can throw your jacket under that or whatever you might need. And then obviously you've got the roll top. Now this roll top will allow you to extend the size. So if you have additional food, right, you can have this extra space, and then by the end you can roll that down. Just gives you that extra space when you need it, and extra volume. Just lots of versatility on how you want to use this backpack. It also carries extremely well. One, we've got a very stiff frame in there, which is going to allow it to transfer, but also just notice how much taller this frame is. Hopefully you can hear me back here. No, for instance, look at the size difference in the frames here. That is a huge deal, because now look at the angle of this strapping right here. That means that's pulling that up and off of your shoulder, giving you the ability to transfer that weight to your hips and become a lot less pressure on those shoulders. It makes it so much more comfortable, guys. Promise you. Weight-wise, this thing is super light at under 2 pounds for either the 60 or the 45 liter. Now, bear in mind, this one isn't the finished one. This red logo is actually going to be changed to silver, but our other ones are off getting photographed right now. So, all right, so let's talk about the durability of this pack, right? That was something from the Rhyolite that we loved, was the durability. Some things that we didn't love about some of these other ones. Well, we custom built a fabric specifically for this backpack. This is a Robic nylon fabric, which, as I showed you on that Gossamer Gear pack, it's a great fabric. So what we did is we put in a heavier denier or a thicker yarn of Spectra yarn. This is an ultra high molecular polyurethane something. I don't know. Ask our designer guy. He knows so much more about that. Basically, it's the same type of stuff that Dyneema is. We've got these individual grid locks that's going to take most of the abrasion, because it creates a kind of a waffle honeycomb effect on here, but also gives it just a ton of additional strength. We also mapped thicker fabric for the high wear areas, such as the bottom of the water bottle pocket, the bottom of the pack. All of these areas have a thicker, more robust fabric. We were able to do that, all keeping it under 2 pounds. So no longer do you have to go hit the trail with a duffel bag on your back, just a big empty hole. You actually can have some functions, you can have some features that make this so much more approachable. And that's really the end result here, is that we've got a much more approachable backpack. To me, it makes it the best ultralight backpack, because it is a perfect balance of weight conscious savings, durability, comfort, function. All of those things are perfectly balanced in the Shadowlight. Yes, I know I'm kind of hyping this thing up, but I promise you, I literally feel this to my core. I've never been happier with the product upon release, I feel like, than this Shadowlight. This is the new best ultralight backpack on planet Earth. All right, so this backpack just made it to our website. We have shipped it out to hundreds and hundreds of you that pre-ordered this. Those Live Ultralight members that are on our little membership program, our store credit membership program, we're actually able to order this on pre-sale for some big discounts. So if you're not a member, you should definitely check that out, because we're launching a ton of new products this year. This is on the website right now. If you're seeing this when it's going live or close to, you might be able to get this at a launch special, where we're going to add a few things into this pack for you for free. One of which is actually a pack liner. So if you're interested in having a pack liner to avoid things like rain and things like that and keep everything dry, get it when we launch this. On the week of launch, you're gonna get that for free. I know all of you guys also think this is the best ultralight backpack in the world, so tell us in the comments. I see nothing but praises, right? No, really, go down to the comment section, let us know what you guys think of this backpack, or maybe if you've got a different opinion, go ahead and share that down below in the comments. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the next video.